Oh, just come closer to me. That's an unnecessary turnover.
Here comes Miller, and he got blown up.
Give him lanes to steal the ball.
Back at the 44. 2 yards
what?
The loss.
Oh my
So now they
gosh.
go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. Let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down.
Jump. It's just Larry Bird.
From the gun, it's Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
20-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On first down, Trubisky. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it'll be 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. This will be just a 21-yard attempt.
21-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this carries into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They go play action now. Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
38-yard line.
Catch there by Julio Jones. And let's face it, we're almost running out of ways to say he's great. So let's put it into this context. 3rd among active players in receiving yards, starting 2020, just 852 yards behind tight end Jason Witten.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan, complete to Wright. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
10 at the 37-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a pickup of 6.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 26. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley, and we all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Good. Makes the score Falcons 28, Bears 9.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
There you go. Oh.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is fielded at the 27. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Hit glass cleaning finisher.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
But he's just 6'8".
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 35.
Two of them.
Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking downfield for Jones.
They just be spamming square.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively.
No way.
To force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10.
Good pass.
That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
I really don't think that Julio Jones could be happier right now. Plenty of catch opportunities in this game. He's converted them, and his team's winning.
And Matt Ryan's happy, too, to have Julio Jones on the other side of these.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about breaking teams down, and oftentimes just through a running game. These two, they can break a team down through the air. There's no doubt that he has plenty of heart, but you've got to be careful of those receivers that are slight of build. They leave themselves open to some pretty big hits across the middle. That pass, incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Gurley. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 15-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, It's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Ryan.
I'm having a bad game. That's why I didn't shoot it.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
That out of
you're able to
position
hit a
shit is
receiver in
stupid.
stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Falcons 42, Bears 9. Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Well, he's not.
And he'll have it past midfield.
You want water? Hold on,
to the
baby.
40
Drink some of this.
being taken down.
Drink some of this.
Give him a gain of 38.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
A gain of 15.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Hold on, baby.
Good strategy there.
We're going to put some juice in it.
To him after the last completion, but this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Hold on.
Once again,
Drink this one. Drink it out the bottle.
26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Dante Fowler Jr.'s career has had some real twists and turns since being a first-round pick with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Remember, he hurt his knee and didn't even get to play his rookie season and has finally found his way in the league. Last year in Los Angeles.
So many distractions when it's late game.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tackle made at the 5.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown.
David Montgomery, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Extra point safely through. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
I got some badges. Yeah, might have to take a couple shots from you.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And this offense is running away with this one.
For the extra point.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the Bears first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. It's caught. It's Miller.
Trubisky.
7 yards, the pickup there.
To Anthony Miller.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Second down and 3.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Ran, up. 54.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Not much more impressive than that.
Are we running? No. Maybe.
Now he's back out there to pull this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Short kick, one of the up middle. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They go play action with Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
To go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Ryan will throw again. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Janet Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him.
That
he did. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's hard to get these shoot badges with this nigga.
And this one goes
he can't
nowhere.
shoot.
Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down.
I just knew he was going to miss it.
11 after that 2nd down completion actually went back a yard. Trubisky to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
1st and goal.
A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Below Nichols. Showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, they get back.